Hi everyone, it's Rich Soderquist from Real Swede. In this video I break down how I made the top 100 at both the KBF National and the Challenge Series Championships. I go into details on my spots and what baits I was using. Stay tuned to the end and you'll get a chance to see a couple of does swimming. Pretty cool footage. Ring the bell for notifications and hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. My way to the Kayak Bass Fishing National Championship and the Challenge Series Championship. I just love this portion of Tennessee. It's so awesome. It's beautiful. Got the mountains. Looking forward to a really good tournament. So it just wouldn't be a road trip without a stop at Cabela's to check out the fishing section, which I entirely did not need any baits, but bought a slew anyways. It's a really nice little Cabela's in Bowling Green, Kentucky. This is a shot of arriving at the Guntersville State Park Lodge. They really rolled out the red carpet for us at the captain's meeting. See the interior here. This is Guntersville State Park Lodge. Get a chance to come down here, you gotta do it. It's pretty sweet. At the 2020 KBF National Championship. Fishing two of them, the Challenge Series Championship and the National Championship. The view's pretty nice too. Pretty sweet. So when we arrived, like always, Chad puts on a great show. His team is really dedicated. They had a nice check-in area. You can see the stage here. This looks awesome. Thanks, Chad. We really appreciate it. It's a great show. Enjoyed the time together.
Okay, so we got 4 days. Well, no, 3 days.
Beautiful.
3 events. There's 4 cars that got spares. All right. 3 different events. We're going to release the coach at 7 p.m. tonight as usual. And there's also a streaming captain's meeting tonight at 7 p.m.
Joke on me. Doing forward check.
Just asking about the team cup. Does that just go off of your your MC?
Yeah.
So okay. So there's nothing extra that should be on turning out or anything.
No, we just take the top score from each team member from each day and add them together. That becomes the team score.
Yeah, I just signed up for all the trailer stuff last night.
Check out this crankbait lawn ornament. Awesome. So pre-fishing was tough, and this Seibold boat launch ended up being the key for me to start to put patterns together. There's a lot of people fishing this area. In fact, there's a lot of good sticks fish in this area. You stayed there the whole tournament. Lake Guntersville. On location with Real Swede. This is, I believe, the Seibold launch. I'll pronounce it for you later, but it's beautiful. Beautiful moment. Beautiful, beautiful. So really my practice started to turn around when I realized that these fish turn on when the current is flowing. That really helped me. A lot of these points I was fishing swim baits and Senkos, Texas rigged, twist lock Senkos, and fishing everything with fast moving reels. The fish were pushing the bait, if you know what I mean by that. They were coming up, hitting it, and moving forward really fast. So high speed reel was key for me to keep up with them. Otherwise I was missing bites. Alright, so this is a nice aerial shot of the Seibold launch. I would start out here early in the morning each day. I found fish early in the morning relating to current off points. So off the tip of this point, I found several nice fish during practice, and I knew I could pick up a couple fish here on tournament day. So they were relating very much to current, and it was very specific. Between 6, this bite would start, and I had to sit there for a half hour waiting to cast, and then it was over by 7:30. It was a very specific bite. Latest I ever caught anything here was 9. So on tournament day, my plan was simple. I was going to come here, catch a couple fish, and leave by 9:30, and run and gun to another area north of where I was at to finish out my limit. And that's what I did. So I caught 2 fish here by a little after 8, and I was done and out of there by 9. So this is just a nice shot heading back into the Cybold boat launch. I'm getting ready to run and gun here. This is just really pretty grass shot. Shows you what we were up against. It was awesome. Some of the most prolific grass growth I've seen anywhere. A run and gun spot that did produce a limit on the first day ended up becoming my primary spot. It was a long way upriver. You can see me heading out here. And then I would get to this wonderful spot that became typical Alabama, Tennessee river fishing. Gotta love some Tennessee river fishing. Easy like Sunday morning. Okay, so by now, fish 3, 4, and 5 on day 1, I've dialed in a pattern. I'm fishing Kayak and Strike King swim baits and twist locked Texas rig Senkos off this edge. So when they were pulling water, I would fish the swim baits, and when the water slowed down, I would slow down and fish the Senkos. Yeah, it worked out pretty good. In fact, this ended up being the pattern I used throughout the rest of the week. Basically, what I was doing is I was throwing up into the shallow and working it down across the break, going from anywhere from 0 to 28 foot of water. All right, everybody, I'll give you a real sweet tech tip. Never be the only one fishing. See that bird right there? Plucking shad. It's like Jurassic Park around here. It's crazy, isn't it? I often look for these guys to see if they're getting frogs or shad. It's so cool when they take off. On the water, day 2, Guntersville. Doing pretty good. Put up 71 inches plus yesterday. 5 fish. Hoping to have a great day today. You can see it's so pretty out here. Early morning, early rising. Every day. Good stuff. Keep you posted. My day 2 and 3 spots, I was heading out of Comer Bridge for the whole day. Had a lot of company there. A lot of good people fishing that area. And most of them were going south. I was able to distance myself from the packs of folks by going north a long ways. This is my primary area. I would fish these islands up and down. All right, so you can see how far I was traveling each day. Probably wouldn't have made sense if I wasn't using the Old Town 136. A lot of guys were traveling like 15 miles pedaling. A lot of people were wore out by the end of this tournament. We worked really hard for every fish that we caught. It was a great tournament, but it was tough. It was definitely tough on our bodies and our equipment. In fact, I lost an SD card. I must apologize. One of my primary cards broke right in half. I had a ton of really good video of most of these fish, and it just broke my heart. So I decided to go into great detail about what I was doing to kind of make up for that. So hope you liked the direction this video went. Also included at the end here some really cool pictures of a couple deer that I found off one of these points. All right, so those fish that I caught on day 2 put me in 110th spot for the national championship with 74.75 inches. And it also wrapped up the Challenge Series championship where I was able to finish in 64th. And that put me 16th overall in the state of Michigan, I believe, for the year. So that was kind of cool. I was fishing 2 swim baits, a 3.8 Kayak bluegill flash, and then I was switching it up with a green gizzard shad from Strike King because they were a little bit more durable. And I like to fish a lot of these swim baits on the megabass head, so I was using the megabass head, and it does real well for me, even on like umbrella rigs. When the water slowed down and there wasn't any current, I was using a Senko on a Texas rig twist lock worm hook. The pattern became really solid, and what I was doing was I was throwing these rigs up into shallow water and working them down the drop and pulling these fish out of real heavy cover. All right, so the results of day 1 and 2 moved me into the top 100. It was kind of a nail biter there when everybody was gathered at the Guntersville State Park beach. It was really nice. And then they announced the top 100. So everyone who made the top 100 got to go to a nice banquet, and we've got this custom deluxe Ketch board, which Ketch provided for us, and we used the last day. So you'll see these next fish pictures all have the Ketch board for the last day of the tournament. It's a commemorative board, pretty cool. And then this pattern I was fishing really became solid for me. On the first cast of the day, I got this one that was, I believe, over 17. And throughout the day, I was able to put together 4. Unfortunately, I lost 3 really big fish, and I lost another fish with 1 minute left to go in the tournament. So I had my opportunities to get my 5 fish. I had not lost a fish at all during the whole entire week, and then lost 4 on the last day. It kind of broke my heart a little bit, but I was able to end up in 90th position, so that was cool, and I have solidified my spot for the 2021 National Championship. So super excited to have made the top 100. Do me a favor, tell me about your fish that you've caught this year. If you caught a really nice fish in this tournament, let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you used for bait, and I'd love to hear what other guys used at the Guntersville tournament. There's something you don't see every day. A couple of does coming up onto this island. That's so cool. They just crossed the river. They're not scared to get in this thick weeds. That's pretty awesome. This is why I kayak bass fish. Because you get to see things like this that you don't from the powerboat. This would have totally freaked them out if I wasn't in this little kayak. Hashtag old town.